This is the Ghoul's Guide to Santa Barbara. Rebellions are built on hope.
This has to be like a Star Wars thing.
Yeah.
I don't know which one though. So
either.
It's my favorite Star Wars movie, Rogue One.
Oh, okay.
I have not seen that.
Nor have I.
It's the best one. It's my favorite.
Who's in that one?
So it's Diego Luna.
Enjoyable.
That's all. That's it.
That's it. He's the only
person in the movie, as far as I'm concerned.
Cool.
No, it actually has an amazing cast. Part of the you guys know this, but to our dear listeners,
Jen's a nerd.
I'm a huge nerd, but I'm a big Star Wars fan since the 70s. And when I was a wee lassie, I've always loved the movies, but Rogue One is my favorite, even though I love the classics. But it's just like, it was the first, I had children when it came out, and it was like the first new Star Wars movie.
Oh, okay.
That like wasn't terrible like the prequels. But just like like having the experience of taking my child to go see a new Star Wars movie was really big for me. And then it's so great. Like the premise is, they just like decided to make this one little chapter, and they just did it so well. It's such a great story. God, the cast is amazing. Like this little ragtag group of rebels. I mean, for a story that you already know going into it isn't going to end well. Everyone dies. Spoiler.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really good.
Cool.
And I love Diego Luna.
I like him too.
Yeah, and now we got an Andor show on Disney Plus, and I am wholly embarrassed to admit that I was waiting for my family to watch it with me, and nobody would, and so I started watching it without them, and then life got in the way and I haven't finished it.
Oh yeah. The last one I saw was the one with Jar Jar Binks.
Oh yeah.
So it's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I apologize on behalf of everyone at Lucasfilm.
That's okay.
I thought that people were coming around to the prequels.
I don't know.
A little bit. I think now, like with all because some of the newer series are like referencing the Clone Wars and kind of bringing it back to that time period. And what's this face is getting to reprise his role as Anakin, and
Right.
so I think there's a little bit of love towards those.
Huh.
Yeah.
But it's just, I would like generationally, it was kind of like those were at a period where I was like a, nerdy, entitled, purist teen.
There's a really good scene in a Simon Pegg show called Spaced that I used to love, where he sees the prequels and then takes all his memorabilia out in the yard and burns it in a trash can.
Awesome.
Oh, great.
Okay, so this is the Ghoul's Guide to Santa Barbara. I'm Summers.
I'm Jen.
And I'm Liz.
And today Liz is going to tell us about a story from up north, the haunted. Today Liz is going to tell us about a story from up north, the haunted Santa Maria Inn.
That's right. Thank you, Summers.
I just really quick, I thought I was right there with you, and I thought you were going to say the Hampton Inn in Santa Maria.
Okay, so this week we are traveling back to Santa Maria and back to the Bette sugar plant that I talked about in my last episode.
Woohoo!
So a man named Frank J. McCoy, born in Ireland in 1872, moved to Bette in 1901 to work at the Union Sugar Plant.
Oh, no way. Yeah, I thought you were being like, just the area of your last one. And then
it's only that's the only
no, it's cool.
callback.
Actual connection.
Yeah, this guy worked there. And I couldn't figure out like what was his position there, but it must have been like fairly high up in the company because
sugar boss.
Maybe he was a sugar boss. I don't know. But Frank McCoy left Union Sugar in 1915 or 1916, and he was only in his 30s. And so to be able to just like leave your job, in your mid 30s and buy a bunch of land and open a hotel, he was probably doing pretty well for himself. So
I thought you were going to say cocaine for some reason. I don't know why I thought that.
That comes up later.
Okay.
I was dying over here because my brain went, this is the Ghoul's Guide to Mouth Noises, and now I can't stop.
Look, if we could get ad revenue from that, I would be fine with it doing better.
That's our spin-off show.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So McCoy decides that what Santa Maria needs is like a really nice hotel because it's midway between San Francisco and LA.
Oh, right.
And also, there's Hearst Ranch up the coast. Hearst Castle, Hearst Ranch. I guess that was a ranch
also
too.
A ranch.
Yeah. So
They had some exotic
zebra ranch.
animals.
Yes. But, celebrities are traveling up there. And so he looks into the Model A and is like, well, how far can that reasonably travel in a day? And like Santa Maria was just a natural stopping point from LA.
What a smart man.
I know, super smart. So he buys property in Santa Maria, and in 1917 he opened the 24-room English countryside style hotel, the Santa Maria Inn.
Okay.
Yes, Jen, are you okay? Are you still thinking about our other show?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm fine. I just put my glasses on. Like I don't need them to do this.
Don't you want to see me? I like those glasses, by the way. This is a side note. Where did you get them?
They're from Zenny.
I was gonna say that's where Jen gets her glasses.
If anyone wants to
sponsor,
if anyone from Zenny is listening, I would heart a sponsorship.
Cool.
I'm already single-handedly keeping you in business.
Okay, so McCoy was a floriculturist.
Oh,
What does that mean? A flower
He's a flower guy. Yeah.
Okay.
It was a new word for me. And so he developed beautiful gardens at the hotel. There was always something in bloom, so that they always had fresh flowers for the inn. He also had land near the hotel where he just grew flowers.
Nice.
There are stained glass windows in the hotel that are modeled after like his flowers.
I think my friend got married there.
Oh yeah, cool. Did you go?
Yeah, I stayed the night there. Now that I think about it, I think someone told me it was haunted. I'm like, now that I think about it, I was actually visited by 3 ghosts. No, I wasn't. I'm not wealthy enough to be visited by 3 ghosts.
So the hotel had a slogan. I don't know if they still use this.
Come see the ghosts.
No, it's always blossom time at the Santa Maria Inn.
That sounds like some sort of euphemism.
Yeah.
What does blossom
honey.
time
I don't know
mean?
what that means. Yeah, that I don't know if they
I was
use
with
it,
this
but-
guy for a while, but
Anyway, I just thought that was nerdy enough to include for you
That's
guys.
really good.
no, I love that you included it. I'm not really on board with its marketing plan.
The hotel also had a cactus garden that drew international attention from cactus people, cactus enthusiasts. And then I wrote, I'm tired.
I want to know are they cacticulturists?
I don't know. Oh boy.
The I'm tired is like, oh my gosh. Because it's hard to write these episodes and we always end up doing them so late at night.
Totally.
That should be the slogan for our story or for our podcast.
I'm tired. Oh man. Okay. So the hotel grew over the years. 12 rooms were added in 1919. 21 more rooms were added in 1923. 28.
So we're up to 60
Yeah, how many?
rooms?
Oh, well, just hold your horses. 28 more rooms added in 1928. Oh, that's funny.
That's 80.
And so now currently there are 164 rooms. And I think that largest edition.
That's a lot more.
Yeah, I think that largest edition happened in the 80s. So there's like this whole newer wing of the hotel that's like 6 stories, I think. And then there's like the older wing.
6 stories? That's
think so.
So many stories.
I know. We don't get that many here
I
in
know.
Santa Barbara.
Okay.
Maybe I was in the 80s part of the hotel and that's why I wasn't haunted.
Maybe. Yeah, the newer section. Maybe. So there's also an old English tap room with an E on the end of old for you. Built in 1941. And here I'm going to go off on a little tangent.
Okay.
Tell me all about tap rooms.
Yeah.
No, so this tap room was designed by Edgar Cheesewright, who was a Stop. We get so loopy during my episodes. What happens?
Okay.
What does it do to your brains?
Get it together.
You keep choosing things like cheese right.
I didn't name him. I didn't make it up. Oh my gosh. Anyways, moving on. Edgar Cheesewright was a top interior designer in the 1920s. He worked on Hearst Castle, the Roosevelt Hotel in Hollywood.
Oh, cool. I've stayed there. Also haunted, I think.
The Roosevelt?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I made that up.
No, I bet it is. Greystone Mansion, and even a renovation at the White House. And I was like, Greystone Mansion, what's that? Let's go off on another tangent.
Oh, yeah.
So Greystone Mansion that Cheesewright designed was owned by a man named Ned Doheny.
Oh, the Doheny Mansion.
Yes. So that's what it's also known as.
Okay.
So what do you know about it?
I thought he was going to have a name even worse than Cheese, right?
I don't remember, but I went to a couple of my favorite murder live shows, and I think it must have been the one I went to without you guys that had Georgia did this Doheny Mansion story. But I don't remember what happened except obviously it involved a murder that qualified as a favorite.
Yeah, so it's a 46,000 square foot mansion in Beverly Hills. According to Wikipedia, when it was built, it was the most expensive home in California. It cost over $4 million when it was completed in 1928.
Now
which
that's like a 3-bedroom house.
I know. That's what we're facing if we ever want to buy a home in Santa Barbara.
Yeah, so it's about $70 million today.
Dang.
In today's dollars. So 4 months after moving into the mansion, Doheny, I don't know, that's just such a weird name to say. He was killed in a murder-suicide by his secretary, Hugh Plunkett. And I didn't go off into that, into more about that whole murder, but...
Is that the same Doheny? Was there Dohenys in the because there's Doheny Beach down there?
Probably, yeah, because his dad was ultra rich, and I think they just were one of these wealthy families.
Owned the ocean.
Yeah, so probably, but I don't know, Jen. Google it.
Oh, that's not what this episode's about.
No, sorry.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it's so satisfying when there's one. I mean, it's annoying because it's oh, what happens to the working class? They never get remembered. But when there's one name and you're oh, it must be Doheny Beach. It must be the same as the family from the mansion or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then sometimes there's something like that. I think Leo Carrillo.
Oh, yeah.
Beach is really unsatisfying to me because it's not the same Carrillo as
it's not?
Everything else. No.
Funny.
That's probably why they include his first name.
I know.
Not to be confused
not
with
that one.
Yeah.
Late in my research, I just was looking at a map, and there's a McCoy Street or Avenue or something in Santa Maria, and I was oh, it's probably named after this Frank McCoy guy. But I didn't confirm that. But
okay,
I'm gonna say it is.
I hope it is.
So anyway, now this Greystone Mansion or Doheny Mansion. The city of Beverly Hills owns it. It's a park. It's often used as a filming location for TV and movies.
Ooh,
road trip. Yeah, you can get married there.
Can we go?
Why did you say that I was looking to get married?
No,
because you mentioned get married.
Because you mentioned the going to a wedding at the Santa Maria Inn.
Oh, okay.
So it's just another wedding venue. Anyway, it could be a good road trip episode. So Cheesewright.
Why is this?
So another tangent for you.
Oh, it's pretty.
Super pretty.
Maybe I will get married there.
Okay, good. So Cheesewright's former studios in Pasadena. This poor man whose name
Cheesewright Studios.
Cheesewright Studios.
I admire him though because he didn't submit to nominative determinism
and become a cheesemonger,
a cheesemaker.
Was he the guy who invented saying cheese when you smile?
If he did, I don't think he got much for it. No royalties.
Oh gosh.
I'm going to tell people from now on, say cheese right.
Okay, good.
You should. It would have the same effect.
Yeah.
All right. Can we handle it?
Right?
No.
I'll just call him Edgar.
No.
So Edgar's
Mr. C.
Cheesewright is necessary.
Okay, so Cheesewright's former studios in Pasadena are now available for tours.
Okay.
And that building is also reportedly haunted. I found this 5-episode Cheesewright podcast.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you.
Can we reach out to them and be their friend?
Maybe. Anyways, these two ladies, they were so fun to listen to, talking about about him and then the building. And so apparently Cheese Right had to sell the building during the Depression. And at some point the Navy purchased it. And in the early 1930s, they allegedly, supposedly, I don't know, built a tunnel that connected the basement of the building to Caltech, which is just a few blocks away.
Okay.
And the reason they built this is because Albert Einstein had a secret lab in the basement of the Cheese Right building, and he needed the tunnel to get over to Caltech without being seen because it was something to do with the Manhattan Project.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway.
Wait, so sorry. These women have a whole podcast that's just about Mr. Cheese Right?
I mean, it's only 5 episodes.
Okay.
But, but I think one of them lives and or works in the building now. Oh. And so like she's seen the basement, she's seen ghosts there, she's like heard from other people who've seen ghosts there. So
sorry.
Yeah.
I just looked them up. The Cheese Right podcast.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you. Oh, the EJ Cheese
I only
Right
listened
podcast.
to the last episode, so I didn't listen to all the other ones, but
Jen, get this. The subtitle is The Lost History of the Cheese Right Studios building.
Oh.
They talk a lot about like how he's been like erased from history.
Not anymore.
I know.
He's having a renaissance.
He is, I guess so.
But like also, clearly this man just went around California causing ghost manifestations.
Right? I was gonna
So
say,
like,
yes.
I'd like him erased from history.
Maybe if he's the one haunting all these places, he is very busy in the afterlife.
Yeah, true.
Well, I mean, you'd want to keep busy. There's a lot of time.
Yeah, right? Time to kill.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we can go back to Santa Maria.
No, I was really enjoying Cheese Right. Can we keep going on it?
Maybe in another
This
one.
is
Well,
gonna
because that
be
could
a
be another
two-parter.
episode. That could be another episode. We can go down there.
And we'll link to the Cheese Right podcast,
Yes.
ladies. Okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
We're going to binge their podcast, and then we're going to invite them to come on as guests and
Okay.
do an episode on Cheese Right.
Cool.
I'm for it.
We're
Yeah.
going to call it Cheese Wrong.
All right.
No, just cheese. Right.
Cheese, right?
Yes.
Oh, cheese, right?
Oh,
Okay.
gosh. I love it when we're
And
punchy.
scene.
So back to the Santa Maria Inn. So, so like I said before, a lot of times rich and famous people who were traveling up to Hearst Castle would stay there. Famous guests included President Herbert Hoover, Charlie Chaplin, Bette Davis, who is also rumored to haunt the inn, Doris Day, Clark Gable, Gregory Peck, John Wayne, like the list goes on and on. Apparently, Marilyn Monroe lived in Santa Maria with her foster parents as a child, and they would come to the restaurant at the hotel regularly. Yeah.
Noted. That means that we can do a Marilyn Monroe episode
Yeah.
in the future.
Let's do it.
Because that counts.
That counts. She lived here.
Wait, I'm sorry. Bette Davis? No.
She left her. No, don't. I can't say it. Left her eyeballs there.
What?
It's not funny. It's not funny.
Oh my God.
It's not funny.
You said somebody haunts the hotel.
Yeah, Bette Davis.
Bette Davis haunts the hotel there?
I mean,
She was just mad she's still in Santa Maria.
Like, what? Did she die there?
no. So that's a question that's coming up, Jen.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry.
So,
Stay tuned.
yeah, you're jumping ahead.
I'm just gonna sit here and fixate on that until I get some conclusion.
I
Well,
like
it's
it that
not
you-
specific to Bette Davis, but like people haunting places where they didn't die
Okay, good.
is coming up.
I like that you can fixate on things because I will forget that we even mentioned Bette Davis by
right?
the time it comes
You'll
back.
be listening
I'll
to
be
the
like,
episode.
Oh, Bette Davis. No,
I say that?
I mean today.
No, that too. I just like listening back to the episodes, and I'm like, God, this seems like it was 100 years ago. I don't
know.
even remember talking about that.
It makes me really happy when one of us makes a really good joke.
Like Bette Davis eyes.
No, that wasn't good. I'm ashamed of it.
I appreciate it.
Thanks.
Oh my God! I just now realized why you were talking about her eyes.
That's why it was a bad joke.
It just took me a second. Okay, so Cecil B. DeMille, Cecil B. DeMille
Okay.
stayed there while filming the 10 Commandments nearby at the Guadalupe Dunes.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Also, Duncan Hines. Did you guys know that Duncan Hines was an actual person?
No, that. I mean, sorry. We're trying not to do the
Oh,
F-bombs.
you're gonna bleep that one later, and I'm gonna love it.
So Duncan Hines was like a traveling salesman, and because he was always out on the road, he started keeping a list of restaurants to share with his friends and eventually became a food writer. And I have a note. Please note, he published his first book at 55, so we still have time.
Okay. I would like
now
to
we have
say
a goal.
that I have always really cherished stories of late bloomers, but the ones that I really liked when I was younger, I can't like anymore because
They're like 30.
They were 30 or something. And now I'm like in this period of my life where I'm trying to figure out what to do and I'm lost and whatever. And just like find me someone who didn't start like doing stand up until 61 or something.
Yes. Anyway. Okay.
I mean, at the very least, maybe we can haunt somewhere.
we definitely have time for that.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to peek in the afterlife.
I'm going to be so mad if it's like our workplaces right now where you two are together and I'm somewhere else.
Oh,
no. I'm just like trying to Ouija board at you and Liz won't go near one.
We promise we won't stone tape into
somewhere where you're not.
Okay,
800.
You. That made me almost cry. Oh. I don't want to haunt anywhere without you. And I do want to haunt somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. There is a quote from Duncan Hines where he's complaining about how
Does it have to do with being moist?
What?
What? Like a brownie.
Oh my God.
Sorry, start again.
Okay. So there's I read this quote from Duncan Hines where he's complaining about how fast Americans eat, and he says, "I'm so sorry. I was tired."
No, I love this. This is good.
So he says,
I'm sorry that we do this on your episodes, but you give us these things. You're really testing us.
Can we start to just write our episodes to try to make each other cry, laugh?
"Oh no.
Oh, man.
Okay." So this quote where he complains about how fast Americans eat, and he says, "We need more dining rooms with the leisurely tempo of California's Santa Maria Inn, where your order is taken in the lounge and where the table is set with the first course upon it before you are invited to sit down." Anyway, so I just thought that was fun because he mentioned the specific place, and it's like, how did people eat in the 20s or the 40s or whenever this was? I don't know.
I know. God, imagine just having that much time in your life to just leisurely eat.
Yeah, well, he didn't have kids, so that's one part of it, I'm sure.
I still don't have time to eat leisurely in a leisurely fashion.
Yeah. So anyway,
It makes me happy that your eyes are shiny because you laughed so hard you cried.
I did. Okay. Not long after the inn opened, there were reports of strange occurrences in the building. So
People eating really fast.
Duncan Hines like fucking with the oven so they wouldn't cook fast. That was also not funny.
So, well, there are reports of the oven doors just like opening and closing on their own. So
It was him.
Self-playing pianos, mysterious footprints, and I put where? Like by the pool? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, good point. Like,
Poltergeist activity.
ooh, love that.
Guests being woken up by unexplained vibrations. Loud
Vibrations.
I know, like, is the bed shaking? What do they mean?
Did hotels used to have those vibrating beds?
They just turn them on remotely to freak people out.
Do you remember the time that when we were all at and they were redoing the parking lot and there were this huge machinery
The steamroller outside my
and
window.
it was vibrating the whole building.
Yes.
And I walked over to your office to say something to you and you just looked up at me and went, "My bowels."
It was like the brown note on South Park.
Okay, I'm sorry. Please continue.
That's okay. So the people report loud knocking or shuffling sounds. People feel like they're being watched. Doors open and close by themselves. The temperature drops suddenly, and like all the like classic, this place is haunted stuff. So McCoy died in 1951, and his nephew took over the hotel. But by this time, like car travel was changing. The 101 opened in 1962, I think, at least up there.
Good fact.
And thanks.
I mean, they're all good.
Good job, Liz.
Thank you, guys. And so people were traveling more via the highway instead of through town. And so at some point, I'm not exactly sure when, but the hotel closed for a while and fell into disrepair. It was vandalized. Furniture and antiques were stolen. And then I think that it was purchased in 1981. and then renovated and reopened in 1984. And so I think that's when that larger addition happened.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's when they doubled the rooms.
Yeah. And so since then, the hotel has been improved upon and added to, but more about what we're here for, which is the haunting. Spooky happenings continue at the Santa Maria Inn. Room 210 is reportedly haunted by a sea captain who was murdered by his mistress.
Oh, good for her.
So he's apparently been there since shortly after the inn opened, but I couldn't really find anything about who he was or why he's there. Like, was he killed there?
Oh, is it like on BBC Ghosts where like he was just like his body was dumped on the lot or something, and then suddenly he's in a hotel because they built one?
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
I hope so.
But anyway, staff have seen him wandering the halls and the gardens, and sometimes even during the daytime, they would see him just staring at the gardeners, and then he would disappear.
Are you my crew?
Is it blossom time?
It's always blossom time. So then room 221 is also reportedly home to the ghost of Rudolph Valentino, the famous actor who stayed in that room apparently. But so here's when Jen.
I have questions.
He died in Manhattan in 1926.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know, but like sparking mass hysteria among his fans. Like I think some of his fans even committed suicide.
No way.
Because they were just so devastated by his death.
When Mark Lamar dies.
So yeah, I was like, depending on like your theory of haunting, like why is he in Santa Maria and not like at the hospital in Manhattan where he died?
Yeah, why are hospitals not just like Ghost Central?
Right?
I mean, maybe they are.
Maybe.
True, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either.
Is he on holiday? Did the sea captain get murdered
I don't
in
know.
the same room?
Did he just love it there
Why
and
don't
was
they
like, I'm going to go back here for the afterlife?
I think that was what I want to happen. Like, I'd like us to get a choice.
Yeah.
And agree on it ahead of time. And if you bitches change your mind after I die, we're going to have some problems.
We're gonna have a podcast contract agreement that has all the terms, like business terms, and then
Also
afterlife.
I know, and then we have
terms
to
of the
like
afterlife.
invite the goat from Witch to whisper at us to sign it in our own blood.
I apologize in advance for this. I saw something recently where the goat from the Witch was apparently so terrible on set that he never got another job again.
Really?
I heard that he was like the worst freaking thing to work with.
The worst goat.
He was just a dick all the time.
That's hilarious. I never heard that. Oh my gosh. That's like the perfect goat for that role then, right? Because he's
kept
supposed to
yelling
be
his line instead of whispering.
He had one perfect role and then never got work again.
I know. They're like trying to sell him like goat with human voice.
Oh my god.
His IMDb page is like, I was the goat in The Witch.
Or like Robert Downey Jr.'s Twitter bio, you know who I am. You know which goat I am. Liz is like just losing hope in the niceness of reality.
Oh,
Every time you say it's okay, you get like a little more downcast.
Oh no, sorry.
No, I'm kidding. But you did.
So we were saying
Yes.
ghost haunting the
Rudy-
place where they died.
Rudy
How did we get up to the
Valentino. I don't know, dude. Oh man.
Wow, I didn't know.
So back to Bette Davis and her eyes.
Okay, no,
I
Rudolph
forgot. I
Valentino.
did forget. Thank you.
I told you I wasn't gonna forget.
I don't know which room she haunts.
Sit here and think about it. Okay, so there's two. Sorry, I just need.
okay.
I
No,
need.
let's do
No,
it.
it's okay.
I need
Dig
to
in.
place.
I
These,
might not be able to answer, but we'll try. I can make shit up.
I need to place the ghosts into their corresponding
Okay.
rooms.
The sea captain,
So sea captain is in which room again?
210.
210, and also is
No,
Who's
Rudy
in
Valentino.
221?
Valentino's in 221.
okay.
So
he's in
close by.
221
Close
nearby.
by. Yeah, and that's in the older part of the hotel.
And then we don't know which room Bette Davis is in.
I don't, but apparently they have little like plaques next to the rooms where like celebrities stayed.
Oh, I thought you were going to say which ghost haunts this room is haunted by.
Well, like I'm sure the Rudolph Valentino little plaque is next to room 221, you know, but anyway.
Does Bette Davis just kind of wander the halls?
I don't know.
Do you think they'd let us come stay for free if we did like a less
I kind of doubt it.
hectic podcast about it?
There are like
not after listening to this episode.
Right? There are like a ton of YouTube videos of paranormal investigators and enthusiasts like staying there and filming stuff, and so like check it out. There's like a bunch.
Are they just in their room going, "I'm so scared"?
God! Not the couple that I watched. Some are kind of just walking around narrating. Some are like one was like ghost hunter people like in the room. I think they're in 210. I think they were in 210
with the sea captain.
Yeah, and they were like they had all the little gadgets and they were like doing a YouTube live, so like people's comments are popping up and they're like, "Get out!" All this stuff.
I really like the idea of the sea captain. Just like his haunting is he just comes and like pulls up a chair and he's like, "Let me tell you about her. She was the worst." We weren't even really together.
No, imagine you're trying to sleep and there's just like someone singing sea shanties all night long.
Like the singing bush.
You're just like, oh, for the love of God, I just want to sleep. What do you do with a drunken sailor? All night long. While your bed vibrates.
Yeah.
Oh man.
0 stars. Do not recommend this hotel.
Oh man. Okay.
But it's always blooming time.
Oh my God. So room 221. So guests who stay in that room have reported strange sounds, creaking noises during the night, knocks on the door with nobody there, and Rudolph Valentino has even been seen laying on the bed.
I don't even know what he looked like.
Was just a beautiful human. And he died really young, and
all of these things just sound like they would be really annoying if I was trying to just stay at a hotel.
Yeah. So there's also
like
it's a really good explanation of them though, right? Like the building is settling. Oh no, it's fine. It's the sea captain.
Imagine working the front desk. It's like ring ring. Yes, Rudy Valentino is laying on the bed again. Can you come up and take care of this?
So there's also the ghost of a woman nicknamed Peppy, who was a coke addict in life. You mentioned cocaine earlier.
Oh my God.
Peppy and she was a coke addict.
So, but like, anyway, so I kind of also love that it seems like the inn kind of leans into the haunting. And I read that they even have a brochure that includes like guest stories about their experiences there. So I thought that was kind of fun.
There's a woman dressed as a cokehead.
That's from The Chic, probably. That photo of Rudolph Valentino. It's not the best photo of him. You should find another one.
I intentionally went with the worst one.
Imagine waking up in the middle of the night and then you just look over and that guy's just laying next to you in the bed. And then there's like, you got any of that white stuff in there?
Oh my God. Peppy. Get out of here, Peppy. So guests will often take the stairs because the elevators go up and down with no passengers. I found some reviews online from people. Yeah, Rudolph Valentino. Yep. Silent film star. He was beautiful.
Sorry, if I do that, you don't have to comment on it. I don't mean to interrupt you. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm like here with my iPad trying to look up pictures of the hot dead men.
Yep. Okay, so one review I read online from someone named Jimmy said, quote, "I peed my pants. I was so scared when I saw a scary lady walking by the pool. She was floating and the lights flickered." Literally pee your pants.
So you were in the pool at night.
I don't know if he was in the pool. I hope he was. I don't know.
Or he was just hanging out doing some lines of coke with Peppy by the pool at night.
Why do you want him to be in the pool
Because
peeing?
if I was going to pee myself, I would much rather be in a pool than like
but it's not
walking
you.
through the lobby.
It's not you. It's some dude. I don't
know.
care what happened to him.
I guess I'm just wishing the best case scenario for
you're
him.
So nice.
Another review from a woman named Erica. She and her family stayed in room 139 and saw a dark shadow floating around their rooms that tried to choke one of her family members.
Oh my gosh.
They heard loud scratching on the walls. Their beds were shaking again.
The vibrating beds.
And they even had scratch marks on their bodies that drew blood. So,
that's like the ghost that haunted itself.
Oh,
That
really?
book that Oh, I hate
Is
that
that
one
like
so
the
much.
stigmata?
Like,
the chili
I don't even
willies?
I don't even like to say the name of it. That's the one I had to put the chair leg on
Yeah.
to keep it shut.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it had that. Oh,
Ooh.
I don't like it when
The
there's
scratches.
physical.
Yeah.
There's something out. There's another. Was there like a movie or was it a show or something where someone kept getting
I mean,
scratches on
tons
them?
of
that's
ghost movies have that.
definitely
It's a
like
thing. And it's all in all the ghost hunting shows too.
Yeah.
They're always getting scratched. Another woman staying at the inn said that she woke up to a ghostly man with his arms wrapped around her. And she said, he got out of the bed once I knew he was awake. And
What room is that in?
This one she didn't say.
So I can avoid it.
I know. She didn't say, but he told her that he had drowned. And so, like, did he drown at the hotel? I don't know.
Was he covered in water?
But I don't know. But other than the one from the lady Erica, everything else seemed to be like not too scary, and whatever presence is there is even described as humorous and friendly.
And that one, so I can avoid it. Same room?
Oh, I don't know. She didn't say. So I know we've talked about doing a book club, but I am also going to propose a baking club since
Duncan Hines.
Since we are quickly approaching the holidays. I'm going to share a recipe from Duncan Hines's book, The Dessert Book, which is full of recipes that he adapted from the restaurants he visited during his travels. And so I found a recipe for Santa Maria Inn's eggnog pie.
Oh,
which sounds pretty gross.
Yeah, I don't like eggnog or pie.
I know,
like
me neither.
both, but I don't. It sounds like
You want them together?
It would be. No, can't think of the texture. Would be icky.
Okay, well, so 3 envelopes of unflavored gelatin, 2 tablespoons cold water. Yeah, I'm giving you a recipe.
So is it's kind of like a cheesecakey type, or maybe like a
kind of like
pumpkin
meringue.
pie.
It's kind of meringue.
Oh,
so
okay.
then 2 cups of boiling water, 8 egg whites beaten stiff, 2.5 cups of sugar, 4 ounces of rum, 1 pint of whipped cream, 2 pie shells. So it makes 2 pies. Soak the gelatin in the cold water, add the boiling water, let it cool until it begins to set. Gradually add the sugar to the beaten egg whites, beating until smooth and glossy. So you're like made a meringue basically. Add the rum, fold in the gelatin, fold in the whipped cream, pour into the pie shells, place it in a cool spot, and let it set.
So there's no actual eggnog. It's just a rum
Yeah,
meringue.
yeah, basically.
Hey, what does nog mean?
I have no idea.
Okay.
But if you make this, we'll share the recipe. But if you make it, please tag us at Ghoul's Guide to SB and share photos and let us know how it turned out.
Yeah,
I'm so curious.
I'm actually like thinking about this, like a rum meringue.
Yeah,
in a pie shell.
right.
Actually, sounds like something
Maybe
I
it'd
might
be okay.
eat, because for me, like it's the gelatiny weird stuff in
like
the middle.
Like the
that I
when
don't.
you make like fruity pies.
Yeah, so like lemon meringue pie.
Oh, I like. Oh,
I think I would eat some of the meringue, and I'm okay with pie crust. It's just the
you don't like the
the
lemony part, the
okay.
custardy.
yeah.
part?
I don't like custards and jams,
Or,
and
Yeah. Okay.
like I don't
So-
like cheesecake because it's all that same kind of like
Yeah.
moist.
yeah.
Moist is one of my favorite words. I love it. So we'll put a link
Yeah,
to
we'll
this
definitely.
recipe on.
I took a screenshot from the
Okay. So
cookbook, but
where will we find that?
I don't know. I can put it on the socials.
I think
The
she's
website?
prompting
Guide
us
to
to-
SB?
I just said it when I
Okay.
said
sorry.
to share pictures of the eggnog pie. That's
Yeah,
okay.
and,
I
like,
wonder if they still make it there. We should look at their
Please use the hashtag nogpie.
nog pie.
dog pie.
Okay. Anyway, that's all I have to tell you about the Santa Maria Inn, you guys.
I love
That
it.
was good.
I want to go now.
I know. I want to go check it out too.
Okay, let's go.
I mean, I might, like I said, I might have been there. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Look at some pictures.
You know, I hate it when I go
Confirm.
somewhere like before I know what I'm gonna love about that place, and then I learn it later, and I'm like, damn it.
Yeah, I didn't even go check out room 210.
I know. Like I'm in the York subreddit, and sometimes I like just hesitate to even read it because I'm like, I'm gonna find out about something really cool and, like, that I didn't know was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is kind of a bummer when that happens. Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring the energy level and joy of the episode down a little bit with that.
No, it's interesting. I have this thing where like I've been to many of my friends' weddings, and I remember the experience like very generally
Sure.
of like how it made me feel, but I absolutely have
agree.
no memory of like where I was.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh,
I
funny.
cannot like and they can tell me like, oh yeah, no, we got married here, and I'll be like, I don't remember getting there.
You're married?
Yeah, no, I remember the wedding. Like I remember that it happened, and I remember being there.
It's like the highlights.
Being irritated by being at a wedding. No, you're a nice person. You probably like it. Are the people that got married there still married?
Well, the people that I think got married.
Haunted?
No, I think they got married there. But the thing is so my husband, it's one of my husband's best friends that I believe got married there. But I also, like, there have been times where I've repeatedly said, oh yeah, when X person got married in Lompoc, and my husband would be like, they didn't get married in Lompoc. And I'm like, why do I always remember, like, so I just, like, I'm really bad about that. Like, I think that things happen in different places, and like I can't and I like can picture being there, but I can't picture where, like, I don't remember where it was specifically.
That's normal. Like, that's why eyewitness testimony is terrible, right? And like I have a very solid visual memory of riding a bike in York and going around a roundabout, and I know that because the driving goes like in the other direction around a roundabout, like I know that my memory is made up because I'm going around it the way we would go around a roundabout.
Oh, funny.
Like, counterclockwise, and they would go clockwise. But like I can see the scenery go by me. Like
your brain just like fix it.
Yeah, it just, and like every time I think about like when I crossed a street there or something, like most of the time my brain has edited it to like, or driving in a car, like I'll see myself in our passenger seat instead of their passenger, you know?
Oh,
like,
funny.
Yeah.
So I get that. That's, you know, it's normal, whatever. And also weddings suck.
They're such a, it's like a blur. Yeah.
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 I mean, my own wedding was
Totally.
a blur.
Right.
See, I would have liked like your wedding and your wedding. And like, I mean, I'm happy for anybody, but the last wedding I went to, I didn't drink at, and this was before I quit drinking. So like, it was just because I had to work the next day early and I didn't want to feel bad. And like, I sat there going like, this is what they're like when you're sober. And then I was like, I'm never going to another one.
Oh my gosh.
But like, so now when I get invited, I'm just like, I'm really sorry, but weddings make me want to die. So like, no, I say lose the will to live. It's a little nicer, but yeah, I just have a rule.
That's a decent rule.
It is. It's gotten me out of so many terrible
I've
situations.
been to some great weddings.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I've been to good ones, and I've been to ones where you're just like mind numbing. Like, yeah. Anyway.
Well, I'm also lucky in that like a big part of my social life is connected to dancing and live music.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
You're going to fun weddings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, I just have some like really cool friends. So A+ job at planning
Like,
those events. People.
Yeah, I bet.
Thanks to everyone who's invited me to their wedding.
Can I add my side note, my plug, that I want you and Mike to teach a dance class that's just about how to dance like Elvis dances on stage?
Yeah, no, you don't want me to do that.
Yeah, I do. I want Mike to do it, and I want you to be there. No, I want you to do it. You'd be nicer, I think.
I don't think my pelvis works that way.
No, he doesn't like. I don't know why they call him Elvis the pelvis, because like he like doesn't like. I don't know.
Did you watch the new movie?
Yeah,
Elvis? Yeah.
But like, I mean, in videos and stuff, like he doesn't like thrust exactly. I don't know. Cut this out.
Well, I just want to tell you guys my sources real quick.
Oh, cool.
For my episode, there's a book, Duncan Hines, How a Traveling Salesman Became the Most Trusted Name in Food.
I love that you read like actual books for yours.
No, I like find a little mention and then I just pull the little snippet out. I don't read the whole book necessarily.
How could you?
Wikipedia, of course. The Santa Maria Inn has a couple articles, or the Santa Maria Inn has a brochure online, like an older brochure that I found. Hauntedrooms.com, frightfind.com, Atlas Obscura, Cheese Right Podcast, of course.
Woohoo, Cheese Right.
The Dessert Book by Duncan Hines. Let's see.
I like that you just
And The
took
Independent,
the opportunity to like read a bunch of recipe books.
I know. I only found that. I read like 3 eggnog pie recipes, because I was like, wait, where's the one that's like Santa Maria Inn?
Yeah.
That was like the 3rd one in the book. Wow. There are apparently lots of variations of eggnog pie.
Do any of them have actual eggnog in them?
I didn't read them that closely. What is eggnog? I don't even know. Is it just spices
it's
and
the
rum?
Nog.
It's the juice of the nog of the egg.
Okay,
Clearly.
you know that little like white icky part in an egg, like that little tiny thing that like, what is it?
My stepmom used to say it was the sperm.
See, I just convinced myself it was like the egg's umbilical cord.
I think it kind of like is that, not like technically, but I think it is what connects or would connect like the pieces to the yolk, which is what is the yolk? Is it like the placenta?
The embryo? I don't know.
And so like
take this out.
No, it's gonna be good.
Now we're gonna talk about eggs.
My friend Drew, hi Drew, told me that the little white nubbin thing is called the nog.
Really?
It's not, but like, so I've called it the nog since I was about like 9 years old.
So that's the eggnog.
My stepmom said it was the sperm, and so like she would always take it out every time she cracked an egg, and like so intermittently I will do that. I'll like just
me too.
Make a big effort to take it out.
Did she think if she ate it, she would get impregnated?
I don't know.
Oh, dude, you just unlocked a memory of something that my mom was watching when I was little, and it was about someone like taking in a demon seed.
Oh no.
And I imagined that it was someone who ate like a small seed and then like a tree grew out of her stomach or something, and I was really scared about it.
My grandma used to tell me that if you ate like the seeds in watermelons, a
yeah,
watermelon would grow in your stomach.
Why did
my parents tell us that shit? Yeah, and grandparents, I don't know.
And the gum staying in your stomach for 7 years thing, it doesn't. I swallow mine all the time.
But do you see it come out?
Well, I don't look at my poop like I'm Dutch or something. Like,
what is that a thing Dutch
well, then
people
how do you
do?
know?
Yeah, their toilets have a little shelf so you can it catches your poop
Stop
and you look at it.
What?
Well, because your feces are like a very important indicator of your health.
Sure, but you need a special shelf in your toilet to examine it?
They sure do.
Oh my god, that's wild. Wow, learning.
Hi, Lori.
Things that you would do when you had the time because you didn't have to spend so much time stressing about having universal health care.
Right?
You could look at your poo.
A universal basic income. One of my coworkers said something at a retreat recently about how he supports universal basic income, and I was like, yes, one of us. It was such a good thing that he shared. I'm gonna cut that. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna cut things.
Cut that.
Yeah, we can cut things.
Cut saying you're not gonna say. You're not gonna say cut stuff
I know
anymore.
what you meant.
And then we went into the Eternals. What if we just went into a loop of saying, cut that, no, now cut that, no, cut that. And then it was just the end of the podcast. It's just
fade
forever.
out.
And
cut that.
you just like screaming from the whirlpool, hi, Mom!
No, cut that.
Oh my god.
Also, I don't understand. I mentioned at the live show that, but I did cut it out actually, that like sometimes I don't get Jen's jokes because I'm autistic. And I don't understand like nuance of humor. And so like you're lucky that when I said like, are you going to tell us about it? And you said no, that I didn't go like, okay, now it's me.
Oh man, because we do this, we have too many electronics and we always sit and Google things.
Yeah. Wait, no, I'm not done.
What did you find out?
So I thought that you were actually saying hi to your mom, and so like I was always thinking about your mom listening, and then later you were like, no, my mom doesn't listen.
And that's why I say it, because she's never gonna listen. But also,
Hi, both of my parents who are dead.
You guys, I just Google. I have here in my Google search.
Like what came up?
No, I was trying to Google about. I started typing this during the nog discussion, and then I came back to it, and then I started typing again, and now I have. What is the nog?
What's happening right now?
I don't know. This is my favorite version of Jen, though. Like,
She can't even talk.
I think probably like 3 or 4 times when we worked at. She did this, and like I consider it like her squeak laughing episodes.
I'm dying.
One of them was about a drawing of her falling into a hole under her desk.
When I sent you guys that picture, it was just my foot
sticking out, and we were going to escape into a different dimension. And I still drank, so we were going to drink in it.
Margarita hole.
Yeah, the margarita hole.
So apparently at some point I decided I was going to Google, what is the nog of a nog?
Oh my god, you're such a nerd.
Is it related to Naga Hide, like Tom Jones's like jumpsuit?
No idea.
I was trying to figure out like how do you word it, like to find out what is the nog of an egg. So I was going to Google what is the nog of an... Because I just Googled eggnog, and obviously it just came up with eggnog.
Recipes.
And then I was like, no, I need to go deeper.
Into the dumb dimension. Oh, isn't that dumb?
Oh, man.
What is the nog of an nog? Not a nog, an nog. Oh, let's see what Google says.
Oh, do you want to know?
Yes.
No, I'm going to let you do it because that was crappy of me. It's like me jumping in with a punchline.
I never actually connected to the Wi-Fi. So.
Oh, do you want me to read it out then?
Yes.
Or
tell
do you
me
want me to
about the nog?
Okay, nog was a type of strong ale that was mixed with eggs to make a festive drink.
Oh, so nog is a drink itself?
Yeah, so I guess
eggnog
nog
is a variation of nog?
And we don't put beer into eggnog anymore, so it's a lie.
So the eggnog that you buy at the store should be labeled non-alcoholic eggnog.
Non-nog. Just egg.
Just egg?
So what I found is the origin of nog is unclear, but it could be related to noggin, a name for a drinking vessel dating back to the 1500s.
We have to find out because our sources.
Wait, so the nog is just the cup you drink it out of?
I don't know. Maybe there's this. You said like we don't put eggs in beer. There's this. So my husband is in a beer.
No, I think she said we don't put beer in eggs. Or wait,
okay.
Did we?
I don't know. There's a drink, and this is the worst story because I can't remember the name of the drink. I want to say it's a flip it, but I think that's wrong.
Okay.
But like.
How do you spell that?
I don't know because I think I made it up.
You're so tired of us.
This is now episode 25, titled Eggnog.
Well, yours was short, so we could cut this out and put it at the end of yours, and everyone will be like, "Did the vampire enjoy eggnog?"
This is a special holiday episode.
Well, even here in the dictionary. No, go ahead. Okay.
No, there's this drink that they make at the 12 Beers of Christmas, this party that my husband goes to with his beer club.
Of course he does.
And I think they mix like egg into, I don't know what, some kind of alcohol, who knows. And then they take like a hot poker from the fireplace and put it in to like
scramble the
warm
egg?
it up and like cook the egg.
Oh my God, all of this sounds terrible.
I can't remember what it's called. I'll have to figure it out.
It's called hot poker nog. I've now laughed so much that there's like a rumble in my chest.
Yeah, my chest hurts.
Oh,
not my chest, but my...
Nope.
What's it when you're breathing? Never mind. Where it rattles when you've had COVID too much.
Yes, there's like a rattle in my lungs now.
Everyone listening is like, Summer has congestive heart failure.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Okay, Merriam-Webster defines nog as a strong ale formerly brewed in Norfolk, England. And I'm not beeping out the end of Norfolk.
Okay. It's called a flip. That's what it is. That's so flip. I said flip it. I was close. It's called a flip.
Wait.
Like the Hercules flip?
I was going to say there used to be a Hercules flip and didn't have an egg in it.
Yeah.
I don't know what that
Kaiser's?
is.
Okay, so Kaiser's.
It was like
before my time in Santa Barbara.
Yeah, Kaiser's.
I've heard of it.
Didn't we? I think we talked about it at one point.
Yeah.
It was a health food store, and they had like Orange Julius
smoothie place, right?
They had smoothies. Gosh, I love it.
It smelled like vitamins in there.
One of them was where the Habit is now over at La Quinta Plaza.
Oh.
I miss like back when Santa Barbara was just starting to not be affordable. Like, I miss all the places.
But they had sorry.
It's fine. I just miss all the because I stop in the middle of my thought, and then you're like, oh, it's time, and then I'm like, I miss buildings.
You were wistful, so I thought I'd pop in.
I miss old buildings. No,
Anyways,
I don't. I miss old restaurants and shops and stuff.
I think that's just called nostalgia. We all have it.
I know, but I have it about Santa Barbara.
Yeah,
makes sense.
But anyways, they had this. They had a smoothie called the Hercules Flip.
Oh,
and it had an egg in it.
And it like the cups had like a little cartoon of like that kind of old timey strong man where the guy's like an inverted triangle or something, like holding up a thing.
Was he holding up the world or was he standing? I feel like there was a.
I don't know.
It's Atlas, isn't it, Jen?
Yeah, it's probably something like that. I don't know. Maybe I could be completely wrong.
I mean,
but I do remember the strong man.
Yeah, it was.
Maybe he was holding an orange.
Oh, maybe
something. I remember an orange. I remember that because they had. They also made fresh squeezed orange juice.
Oh, did they?
So they had one of those machines with all the oranges.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
On the top in the basket, the metal basket.
Oh man. God, this podcast, if we keep doing it until our old age, it's just going to be like...
It's going to be like your weird...
Remember. It's like that now, but...
Sorry.
And they cost 25 cents for one Hercules.
But no, so now I'm thinking, like, is that a thing? Like, is when you add an egg to something, does that make it a flip?
No idea.
Because it makes your stomach flip before you barf it up.
This episode is just going to divulge into us Googling random things in real time. Oh, yeah. Mine.
Okay, should we cut it?
Eggnog, historically also known as milk punch.
Ew, that's so much worse. That sounds like something you'd find on Urban Dictionary, and it means something you're like ashamed to know. Right? Oh God.
Or an egg milk punch when alcoholic beverages are added.
I don't know if egg milk punch or milk punch is word. Milk punch sounds like a verb, so like that's definitely like a sex act on Urban Dictionary.
What's up with the nog and eggnog? Oh, this is the Farmer's Almanac.
Frontier.
Please, wait. Okay, so I believe you said that the episode that you started over 3 hours ago
back in 1981 when we started
was going to be released on December 16th. So
nope. But it's okay.
13th, maybe?
13th.
That was yours,
no.
though, yeah.
Yeah, yours.
Okay, so this one might be further in December.
Yeah, like the
So please,
20th.
Like,
yes, 20th. That's why
so
I was
let's
like,
cut it
that's why I
around the
included
time.
the holiday recipe.
Yeah, but
Christmas.
let's where we started focusing on the nog. This is going to be a bonus episode just entitled Eggnog, and it's going to be released right before Christmas.
You must subscribe to our Patreon, which I never update.
Okay, so do you want to know what is a nog anyway?
Sure. Yeah, that's what I read to you from, though.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Damn it.
It's okay, go ahead.
A drink for the well-to-do.
Oh, no, I didn't read that. The well-to-do.
The drink we recognize as eggnog probably dates back to at least the 17th century.
So I love store-bought, non-alcoholic egg asterisk nog. And, like, I love the flavor. And, like, Swenson's, another place that's gone from Santa Barbara, used to have, what is wrong with my voice all the time? Used to have, like, eggnog ice cream that I liked. I don't so much like it anymore. My mom, who was always afraid that I was going to get fat, and I didn't during her lifetime, but whatever, she would make me water it down with non-fat milk.
Oh.
And like, but anyway, what was I going to say about it? Nope, don't remember.
You mentioned a store or a restaurant.
No, you're not going to be able to help me. It's just gone, I think.
Did it start with an S?
Swenson's.
Swenson's, yes.
No, it wasn't that.
Okay.
But, okay. It was, so I love that flavor. And then my friend John made real eggnog for us one time, and I was just like, yes, I don't like this. But so I just drank the brandy he put in it instead.
Okay, another possibility is that eggnog is simply an abbreviated version of the phrase egg and grog. Egg and grog.
All right, so we're gonna
wrap up this episode of Eggnog, the podcast.
Thanks so much for listening to the Ghoul's Guide to Santa Barbara.
No, hold on.
Oh, 8-ball. I thought you said your child. Okay.
Okay, wait.
All right. So that was awesome. And we're all recovering with sore muscles from laughing. My face hurts. But what we do here is we ask our magic 8-ball from the 90s a question.
80s?
And then
from
the 80s. Did they make them?
I don't know either.
And then we wait for it to slowly rotate in its viscous fluid.
Reveal the answer.
Put my glasses on so I can read.
Get your magnifying glass.
I know. I need a...
And your ear trumpet or whatever.
My ear horn. With my shoe horn.
Oh, it's back. We're punchy again. So do we have a question for the Magic 8-Ball? Okay, so how about... Is all of Bette Davis haunting their... No, just her eyes. What did Bette Davis eyes mean anyway? That she just had like heavy lidded eyes?
Probably.
Or like...
That's my guess, but...
Oh, I have maybe one.
Yes.
Is it possible for ghosts to haunt multiple locations and all of them be legitimate hauntings?
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Like, what if somebody in New York where he died saw
his ghost over there
ghost over there at the same time that somebody over here was like, oh my gosh, it's Rudy Valentino.
Or, more things in heaven and earth, right? Like maybe you can just be in two places at once.
Yeah, I mean, you're a ghost.
Yeah.
You do it all.
I bet a force ghost could probably be in two places at once.
A what?
I don't know. A force ghost.
Force?
Yeah.
The
From Star
Force.
Wars.
Oh.
from Star Wars. We're taking it back
Sorry.
to the opening of this episode.
Not familiar. Sorry.
Actually, I just said it and it happened because I am unable to do comedy in a structured way.
Okay. Can a ghost
Be in two places at once. Is that right?
Yeah.
Can a ghost
Yes.
haunt two places?
Or more than one place.
Okay.
can a ghost pick and choose where they haunt?
No,
Is that a different question?
that's a different question.
Okay, so can a ghost
Haunt more than one place.
haunt
Multiple
more
locations.
than one place?
Yeah. Come on, come on, come on.
It's
Come on,
It's
magic
like
eight ball.
slowly rotating.
no, it's
It's like on the
popped
corner.
right up, but it's on the corner. It's on a seam.
Oh yeah.
Does that mean I'm sitting too
You just
far?
have to give it a-
I'm
give it
I
a
think
little
that means
shake.
we do it again. Oh, okay.
No.
Never mind. Okay. No. Yes, and.
Yes, and we do not do it again.
Okay. The improv loophole. Ugh, I don't even want to say the word improv.
Do you need help?
No, I
Oh.
just am appalled at the audacity of the Magic 8 Ball right
it
now.
What's it say?
It says, better not tell you now.
Oh, because we'll find out later. We're going to be able to haunt lots of places
Sounds
together.
like
It's
it.
going to be great. And it's going to be like,
Such
we'll be
an
like,
impending sense of doom
We've never
from the
gotten
Magic
that answer
8 Ball.
before.
I
yeah,
know.
that's awesome. So, okay, on the monkeys, foreshadowing because they're going to come up again in the future. On the monkeys,
Or
there
is
are
it the
running
past?
gags. And
It is
like
the
one
future.
one of the running gags is that they always get stuck in doorways together
Oh,
because they
right,
all try
right.
to go through at the same time.
Yes.
And so I don't,
That's us as ghosts.
yep, thanks. I need you to finish my stupid conceptual jokes.
I love it. Oh, man.
All right,
then.
so I'm the Time Lord, and this has been the Ghoul's Guide to Santa Barbara. We've been Summers, Liz, and Jen.
Thanks for traveling on this journey with us this episode. Apologies to Liz.
Okay. I had fun.
Me too.
Thanks for listening.
Love you. Bye.
See you next time.
Bye, Mom.
Thanks for listening to the Ghoul's Guide to Santa Barbara. Like and subscribe on Spotify or wherever you listen to podcasts. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Ghoul's Guide to SB.
Our website is ghouls-guide-to-sb.com. Got a spooky story or know of a haunted or paranormal location in Santa Barbara? Send it to us at ghoulsguidetosb@gmail.com.